What's going on, everyone? This is Dom, and recently I got a pretty cool package in the mail, and this is actually from Alcatel OneTouch for their Idol 3 smartphone, which I actually took a look at during MWC 2015, so if you want to check out that video, I will link it down below for you. But this might be one of the best budget smartphones that comes out of 2015, so I'm pretty excited to get my hands on it, check it out, see what it's all about. Now keep in mind, we're going to do an unboxing here, but this is not retail packaging. This is kind of like a special done up packaging for review units, but basically the contents that's inside of the box is not going to change with your Idol 3. Aside from one thing, I think there's like a flash drive inside of there, but we're gonna go ahead and check out what's inside of the box here, check out the Idol 3 smartphone, and I'll give you a rundown about what this thing has to offer. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the box here. As I mentioned, this is not retail packaging. This is kind of like done up for a review unit, for press units, so keep that in mind. If you want to see retail packaging in my full review, hit that thumbs up button and I will try to get a hold of that from Alcatel OneTouch. But on the front of here, as you can see, we have this little slide to unlock knob right here. It doesn't actually prohibit you from opening up the box. It's just kind of there for style, whatever, it's cool. We got Idol 3 up at the top. Magnetic flap here, open that up, and on the inside of here, we have different specs for the phone. So we have a 5.5 inch full HD display, and then we have some flaps. On the right side, you can see the device, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Opening up the left side here, we have a micro USB charging cable, always nice to have. Some in-ear headphones, which I'll check out in the full review if you want. Leave a like if you want to see these covered, if they're any good or not. We will definitely check those out. And a wall wart, so you can charge up the device using the micro USB cable. And then we have a SIM card removal tool as well, which is pretty cool. It's pretty standard to come with smartphones these days. And it looks like we have a little USB key. I'm assuming that this has like press materials and stuff on it. Nothing that we really need to explore, but that's all basic stuff. So as far as first impressions go with the Idol 3, it's pretty solid in my opinion. It's got a plastic build, so keep that in mind, but it definitely feels well built. There's no creaks or anything like that. It feels solid overall. And if you're curious about specifications, well, this thing is packing an octa-core Snapdragon 615 processor with 2 gigabytes of RAM. We have 16 gigabytes of internal storage here, but there is a micro SD card slot that can be expanded up to 128 gigabytes as well. Along with that, we have a 2910 milliamp hour battery, and as I mentioned earlier, on the front side, we have a 5.5 inch 1080p display. That's an IPS display, and it looks very, very sharp in my opinion. The colors are very crisp and vivid, and it gets pretty bright as well. I was actually really surprised considering the price tag of this smartphone, which is actually only $250 off contract. And if you want to check it out for yourself or pre-order one, I will leave a link down below. Now, my review will be coming out on this phone pretty soon, so if you have any other questions that you want to know about the Idol 3 and you want to see in my full review, be sure to drop those in the comments section. So as far as software goes, everything on the Idol 3 is essentially stock Lollipop, aside from the icons that are used for the default apps. Now that may not be a deal breaker to you, but I do hope that in the future maybe we see a software update that allows us to swap out the icons. Other than that though, you'll find Lollipop everywhere else, in the notification center, the app drawers, the different stock apps, things like that. It even comes loaded with the stock Android keyboard as well. So they're not trying to pull any fast moves with any Android skins or anything like that. And the software experience is very fluid as well. Another cool thing about this phone is that it has dual front-facing speakers. So you actually get stereo audio when holding the phone in front of your face, which makes a huge difference for any multimedia viewing experiences. And not only that, but the phone is actually 100% reversible. Now, because it has dual front-facing speakers on the top and bottom of the device, you can actually flip the phone either way and use it either way, which is pretty crazy. It's something that I haven't seen on any other smartphones. And there's also a microphone on each end as well, so no matter which way you pick it up to answer the phone, it's gonna work regardless. So on the back side here, we have a 13 megapixel Sony sensor capable of capturing up to 1080p video. And on the front side, we have an 8 megapixel sensor capable of also capturing up to 1080p video. And so far, I've been impressed with the camera, but you're gonna have to wait for my full review for some photo samples of that. So stay tuned for that. But I think this is a pretty cool phone for what you're paying and what you're getting. It definitely doesn't seem like the math works out there, but somehow they've been able to put together a pretty solid phone for 250 bucks. So that about wraps it up for this video. I just wanted to give you guys some first impressions and an unboxing of the Alcatel OneTouch Idol 3. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave it a thumbs up, as it does help out the channel a lot. Also, if you're not already, subscribe for my full review, which is coming out here in the near future. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. This is Dom, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.